Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And today we're talking about hunting hyped bottles, why we think it's a terrible idea, and why we do it sometimes.
Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
Today we're talking about hunting hyped bottles, but first, Erin, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little sleepy. It's getting a little late.
A little bit past our bedtime?
We're past our bedtime tonight, but I'm here with you, so it's all good.
It's all right. We're up doing some filming.
Yeah. How are you doing?
We have fun doing this. So I'm having fun. I'm having fun filming.
Yeah.
We're filming a few video podcasts back to back, catching up on some stuff, and having a blast doing it. Tonight, for our quick sip, we are drinking 1792 bottled in bond.
Okay.
So 1792 has quite a few product offerings that are in this exact same bottle. There's the small batch, there's the full proof, there's a few different more hard to find expressions, but tonight we're specifically talking about the bottled in bond, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But first, we need to get our first impressions on this pour. So for quick sips tonight, on the nose, I mean, I know I'm smelling 1792 products, Barton 1792. Banana is a prevalent note that people talk about. I'm definitely getting that on the nose. Kind of a fruity sweetness, and that fruity sweetness leans to the banana side. If you smell this glass and you, in your mind, envision a big old yellow banana.
I'm going to go get that banana over there and smell it.
This is off script. All right, we're back with the banana.
Oh, no. I don't get it.
I mean, you're smelling... That doesn't smell like anything. What are we doing here?
I mean, we have a banana, so I thought, here, let's open it.
Are you going to eat it?
No, we'll just open a little bit.
What is happening right now?
I don't get that banana. You say that. You said that before.
Oh, I get that. It's very faint. A hint of banana.
Oh, I'm just not cool like you.
Okay. To me, it's not like an overwhelming banana smell, but it's definitely there. It's just real mellow, real low key.
Maybe like unripe banana.
In my mind, I get straight banana, but I can see unripe banana as well. It's just that fruity sweetness is what we're trying to convey here. So on the palate, let's go.
Oh, I think I can still taste the pretzels I had a few minutes ago.
A little pre-recording snack.
Yeah, I was getting a little hungry. That definitely interfered with this.
I definitely get the banana transferring to the palate, but I also get a little bit of a sharp astringency. So the reason that I wanted to include this for our quick sips this week is because 1792 bottled in bond at this year's San Francisco Spirits competition won Bourbon of the Year. Out of all the bourbons available. Yeah.
Do they say why? Like, do they have like
I think they were drunk.
Oh. Categories and stuff? That's tough.
I mean, it's a fine bourbon. It's a good bourbon.
Yeah.
But it's not head and shoulders above all the other bourbons out there.
Yeah.
It's wild to me that this won Bourbon of the Year. And the reason that we're including this in quick sips right now is because we're transitioning into the fall months. This is a product that gets released once a year now. I'm very curious to see what happens this year, because in past years when this product drops, it can sit around in stores for months at a time before it sells out.
But now that it's got some attention.
Now that it's won the San Francisco Spirits Award for Best Bourbon, I'm curious to see if it flies off the shelves, if there's a lot of hype behind it. And that ties right into our topic today of hunting hyped products. Let's finish up our review on this. One more sip.
I mean, it's good. It's not the best I've ever had.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it is a good product. I mean, you can see we've had this bottle for a while, like put a little bit of a dent in it, but we're not flying through it. There's a lot of days where I don't reach for this. You never asked me to pour you this. It's not something that we love. It's fine. I'd probably just as soon buy a 1792 small batch, save a few bucks, and be able to grab it any time of the year. If you see it, I would definitely recommend trying it, especially if you can get your hands on a store pick, a single barrel version. Those can be really good. but still not bourbon of the year good.
Yeah.
But I think it's $40. It's a once a year release.
$40 isn't bad as a price.
No,
Price
if you see us sitting around, it's worth buying once a year just to have.
Yeah.
But don't expect, just because it won San Francisco, don't expect it to be the best bourbon you've ever had.
Yeah, that's
it's
good.
It's just a regular old bourbon. There's a lot of $30 bourbons that are cheaper than that I would think are better.
Yeah.
Personally speaking.
Yeah.
Let's get into our main topic, hunting hyped bottles.
All right.
I wonder if this is going to become a hyped bottle or not.
It might. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. We'll see. So this topic today, we really want to talk to the beginner bourbon nerd. This has kind of been a running month-long series that we've had over the last few episodes where you're getting into bourbon, you're starting to look online for information, you want to find out more about what you might want to be buying, and you're starting to see the same type of stuff get mentioned over and over again. And you're thinking, oh, maybe I do need an Eagle Rare. Maybe I do need a Blanton's. Maybe I do need a Weller. You're seeing all this stuff and you're getting a little bit of FOMO. We tend to want to fight FOMO.
Fight the FOMO.
Fight the FOMO. So we're talking about these topics head on because we want to address them.
Yeah.
Because you don't care about this stuff, but I personally have felt the pangs of falling into this trap.
I have FOMO in other genres and other niches. So
Right.
I don't feel it in this whiskey niche, but that doesn't mean I don't feel it in other niches. So I can identify with feeling that feeling.
These things that you're feeling FOMO for, you might not even like. You might be on the hunt for things because you see a lot of people talking about them, and then you may get them and try them, and you may not even like them.
You think you should like them because everyone likes them, and you're not everyone, so you don't know if you like them just because everyone likes them. Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to something as individual and personal as taste, like we've gotten comments of like, how could you possibly score something this low? Because it's personal preference. Like people taste things differently. Like I don't like carrots. Other people love carrots.
How could you not like carrots?
Yeah.
How dare you? You need to just go away.
Yeah. But when it comes, like, nobody reacts that way when you say you don't like carrots. But if you say you don't like a certain whiskey that somebody likes, they act like they've made the whiskey and crafted it over a decade of time.
Yeah, it's they take personal offense to it.
Yeah, and it's really not that serious. This is such a personal journey. So have fun with it. Keep it light. Keep it enjoyable. If you see people saying things that you should try, and you have the opportunity to buy one of those things at retail or very close to retail, then great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Grab one. Try it. See if you want to continue to buy that product or not. But if you can't get your hands on that, don't feel like you're missing out on anything.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what we've learned through so many of our blind tastings is that the really hyped up stuff, the stuff that everybody's talking about, it's fine. It's good. But so are things that sit on the shelf all the time.
Yeah, and it's not to discount the hyped up stuff. A lot of that stuff is good, but there is also a lot of good stuff that's not hyped up. That's sometimes just as good. They're just not the flavor of the month. You know, they're not what's being hyped up in this, decade or in this, year. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. But also to your point about trying before you buy, like you can usually go to a place like a bar or a restaurant and try some of the really hyped up bottles. You might pay a lot for it for a drink, but you're going to pay less if you were to buy it as a bottle. So the percentage difference is a lot. You'd be paying maybe $12 for a drink to try it as opposed to $100 to try something. So that's a good way to try before you buy, so you even know if it's worth the hunt. Because some people love the hunt. And that's the fun in the whole whiskey niche for you, is the hunt. And that's cool. And if you love it, that gives you the excitement, then that's good. But if it's not your bag, like for me, I'm not one to go hunt anything. If it's inconvenient, I'm not gonna go shop. I don't do my grocery shopping at 3 different stores. Even though I know I can save money by doing that, I just go to one store, I get the stuff, I leave. And if that's kind of more your speed, then I feel like trying before you buy is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, I think you said something in there that I want to speak to. And I think it is an interesting thing that the whiskey hobby and quite a few different hobbies allow you, if you do enjoy the hunt, they allow you that avenue. But I don't enjoy hunting for things.
You don't, yeah.
And I still got caught up in a lot of FOMO when I started getting really nerdy into whiskey, because so many other people were talking about all these products and you really want to try them.
You don't want to miss out.
Yeah. Yeah, and it can be a real bummer. It can be really discouraging, and it can even put you off the hobby. I can only speak to my personal experience, but if I would have gotten put off of the whiskey hobby because I couldn't get my hands on a bottle of Blanton's or Weller or something like that, then I never would have found out how much I really enjoy Wild Turkey products. And that if I were reaching for a bottle of something on any given night around here, it's way more likely to be Wild Turkey Rare Breed or Wild Turkey 101 over something like Eagle Rare or Buffalo Trace or Blanton's or something like that.
Yeah.
So I never would have found that out had I been discouraged by the FOMO, and had I spent my time only hunting hyped bottles.
Right. You would have been like, I can't find it. I'm not going to get anything. And therefore, we're done.
Yeah. I hung the hobby up, moved on to something else. God forbid Scotch. Just kidding. We're going to do plenty of Scotch episodes in the future where we try...
I'm excited
Scotch, Irish. We're going to try all
nervous.
kinds. Oh, yeah. We should be both excited and nervous for what's coming up.
I'm excited and nervous.
We got some peated flights coming up. We've got some Irish flights coming up. We've got some regular Speyside Scotch flights coming up.
Excited about the Irish.
I'm probably as excited about some of the Scotch and the Irish flights as I am about our completely double-blind head-to-head bourbon and rye head-to-heads. We've got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel. It's going to be a ton of fun for us to do. Hopefully for you to watch. Join in on the fun if you'd like. If you'd like to support the channel via Patreon, that's in the link below. $3 a month, you can support the channel. $6 a month, you can get access to all our scoring rubrics, all our database of all the things that we've tried blind.
Part of the chat community that we're part of.
Our Discord server.
Yeah.
Yep, we're building up a community. Neither one of us really like social media all that much.
For personal use, we're not really on it that much.
Yeah, it just seems largely negative, and that's really not our speed. So we want to keep a small, inclusive, encouraging community of people. You can catch us in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think about this topic that we covered this week. What do you think about hunting hyped bottles? Is it something you really enjoy? I'd love to hear why you enjoy it. If you absolutely hate it, let us know that below as well. Yeah. We don't hate it. We don't love it. It's just not for us. It's not something we want to spend our time doing.
I think for us, it's a time versus money thing.
We just don't... look, if I luck into a hyped bottle, that's great. I'm excited about it. But if I luck into a bottle that's sitting on the shelf, it's not really luck at that point. But if I grab a bottle that's on the shelf that's really good, that I enjoy, then I'm super happy about that as well. Yeah. Especially if it's priced well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. That's it for our main topic this week. Let's get into other stuff. Erin, hit us with it.
So we have a third and final commentary on the series Schitt's Creek.
Look, guys, this is important, okay? This is important.
This will be our last commentary on it because we have
finished
the series. Yeah. And I will say, and I'm not going to speak for you, but I will say I was not into it for the first 2 seasons, the first 2 full seasons. And then the very last
That's a big ask.
The very last episode
with a hard K
of the second season, they showed you like an inkling of like character, like that they were actually human beings.
Yeah, humanity. And then I was like, okay, I could give it a little more. And then the 3rd season, great. 4th season, great. 5th season, like it just gets better from there. I'm glad I stuck it out. We finished the last season this past weekend, and there were some tears. It's very emotional. It's very good. I'm not much of a crier, but I cried. I was gonna make a joke in there about how I was in tears, and then you weren't.
Yeah.
But
Josh is more of the crier.
You copped to it first.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I have cried recently because of that show. But it was good. It was like a cleansing.
And you're learning to feel feelings.
I'm learning to feel feelings, and that's a topic for a whole other day.
Yeah. This isn't therapy.
Yeah. We'll get there, maybe not yet. But anyway, Schitt's Creek, highly recommend. If you're watching it and you're not into it yet, and you're in like the 1st or 2nd season, stick with it. I promise you, it does get worth it. There is redemption in the end.
Yeah. Do you think so there's a recap at the end of it all. It's called Best Wishes, Warmest Regards.
Yeah.
Which is how we have taken to signing off our text to each other.
Yes.
But do you feel like someone could watch that series end and find a better, like, let's say somebody watches season 1, they're not feeling it. Could they just watch the end?
No.
Watch Best Wishes, Warmest Regards? I think it would give them buy-in to the season, into the series.
It might, but it also has some spoilers in it. If you don't know what's going to happen.
If you don't like spoilers, don't do that. But if you don't care about spoilers and you really want to find out whether you want to stick around or not, it's kind of, you maybe want to jump ahead. If you don't want to commit a whole season, commit 40 minutes because that could save you. And then you could then watch the whole series.
So it's a separate Netflix episode called, I think it's called like Schitt's Creek, Best Wishes, Warmest Regards. I think that's the exact name. And
we'll put it in the description below.
It does give a good recap of the series. They talk about it. I think it was filmed during the last season.
Yeah, it was.
So there are some spoilers because it was filmed during the last season. And they kind of tell you how the show ends in that little Best Wishes, Warmest Regards. So it's not like it's a groundbreaking ending. It's just a good ending. It's a satisfying ending. That is all I want when I have a television show. I just want it to end satisfyingly. Don't give me La La Land.
I want things to end tragically.
That movie
and in despair and hopelessness.
No, and I want it to be your typical ending that you expect from a show / movie, because that's why I watch shows or movies. I want that escape.
It was a good balance between the two. But it is a very good series. I thought the way that they do the character development, the humanity that they put into the characters, it's really worth watching. Mm-hmm. And in a sphere of negative media these days, to see something that is so positive or that has such a positive trajectory, it's worth a watch.
It starts out rough, but it's really worth it in the end.
The development is really good. And I think back to some of the series that we've really enjoyed, some of the comedy series that we really enjoyed, and they haven't had such heartfelt human character development as this series had.
I will agree.
And that's saying a lot. And I'd probably be more inclined to rewatch this series over a lot of other series that we've watched in the past, just because of the humanity and the storytelling.
Yeah. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up on Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Yeah, it's official.
It's official.
You guys got to see our whole journey over the course as we went.
Yeah, maybe we'll link to the videos where we talk about the episodes below in the description.
She's just making extra work.
I'm giving him extra work. Maybe I'll help you with that. We can find the ones where we talk about them so you can see our comments on the previous 2 times.
We'll put those down there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for this week. Erin, take us out of here.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, give it a big ol' thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. We put out 2 videos a week, and you don't want to miss it.
Till next week, guys.
Cheers. 10 seconds of silence.